Yo, what's up? What's up, guys? It's a new show. Um, it's a little rough, but I figured I'd start doing like a weird little wrap up for the fashion crap that happens in the week. Not one for drama, so I'll probably gloss over a lot of it. C-Daz and Nick Tunenberg has been hit with some legal nukes from Nike, if you've seen that. Companies coming after these annoyances, encouraging counterfeits and stuff. C-Daz even returned fakes to Nike for a refund, which is just straight up fraud. I mean, I've always seen people doing that. I remember people used to get fakes at Nordstrom Rack and stuff. I'm also wearing the scratchiest jacket in history. But yeah, no, it's really annoying as someone who buys and sells just like designer goods. I mean, literally yesterday, I got something. It wasn't the guy's fault. He was actually just trying to sell some stuff for like rent and stuff. And two of his things were fake, and it was like his favorite items. And he was like, "No way!" And he bought it on a certain site that authenticates, but they didn't. And so it's good to see them cracking down these guys, just encouraging it on TikTok platforms with like tons of followers. It's really irresponsible. And it's Nike, so he's probably going to evaporate in the thin air. And Supreme collaborate with Black Means is another thing that happened this week. Yeah, and that was weird. They also did Cortez or whatever. I'm not from the place we escaped from, so with Europe, I don't know. They made shoes, and they're always on my feed. Meta created a new AI that can style your outfit, and Zuckerberg was showing it off. The most swaggy individual on planet Earth. But yeah, he's like, oh, he picked out a shirt. You can imagine what type of shirt it was. It was a shirt that I don't know, maybe like Old Navy. And he's like, oh, let me pick some pants. So it's gonna be really interesting to see people style their entire outfit based off the starting piece. Because I maybe wouldn't encourage that. I don't know. It's gonna be a lot of black pants under things. Like to see it style some like Rick or Y Project or like Kale Christian Pole, Del Vaza. I don't know, something ridiculous. Or it would just be like, I don't know, Jim. It's just it wouldn't be able to do it. But we underestimate AI. But now when you have AI, you're gonna have all these kids confident at school, being like, actually, my fit was made statistically by a robot. So if you think a robot is dumber than you, I'm sorry. It's just I'm just too dripped out. It's the future, and they're just gonna be in like weird minds. And that just sounds like another ploy for him to sell marketing space. Maybe the AI will recommend one brand over the other, or maybe recommend you go to Amazon and buy something. Giving Jeff Bezos high five and sucks arm breaks. He goes, ah. But Kanye went on a rant. That, that happened this week, I think, or last week, or a month ago, or all of those. But he said some things. I mean, if you want to watch it, it's just him in a really red room with a couple of people. I don't know why they're there. I think he escorted some lady out. I heard that was interesting. Obviously, you heard he probably dissed Balenciaga again. It's like most of the things he brings up is like 25% of it is actually like really good points inside of a rant. So you start picking it apart and you're like, okay, he skipped 14 conjunctions and a couple verbs and stuff and ended up at like a bunch of main ideas. I mean, the guy's kind. Also, he appointed Gosha, which is really interesting, to head designer at Yeezy, which makes sense. The issue being that he's had some controversies, which I heard something about the accuser backing out of it or something. Which I mean, I don't know. Whatever. It's not my cup of tea. But as just from a design perspective, he makes a ton of sense. Jesus Christ, this thing is sticking to my face. Jeez. I gotta wear this mask. I don't like people knowing what I look like. Anyways, he made him the guy at Yeezy, the design guy, the guy who designs. I didn't go to fashion school because I didn't want to waste money. Or either there's some good ones, but okay, there's a couple that are just there. but at Yeezy now. And if you look at his designs, it kind of makes sense. They were all around the same time coming out with the same designs, and you couldn't really figure out who was coming up with them. It was like Gosha, Balenciaga, Yeezy, big baggy sweats. They all were like color coded. Yeezy was like brown earth tones. Gosha was like Russian flag inspired, military inspired. So he's very close. Wow, this thing really champs my lips, dude. Oh, and then God, it's gonna be so lame if I'm just constantly pulling on this thing. Okay, a new mask. I might come in like a Scream mask or not Scream. What's his name? Ghostface. Anyways, Playboi Carti. Yeah, he dropped the song, and it's called Hood by Air. But so we'll have to see Hood by Air coming back in a wave again. It happens about every year. They're like, Hood by Air is making a comeback, and everyone in the comments is like, Hood by Air, you can keep that. You remember that song? Remember ASAP Rocky? Remember when he made that song? Remember when I heard that song when I was coming out of the womb because I'm probably like 12? Remember that song? But it's good because I mean, Hood by Air doesn't even really exist anymore. It's more of like a design group under Shane Oliver. Now he's just doing Anonymous Club, which has taken off a lot. I was kind of like, okay, it's kind of loose, and they weren't doing really frequent drops, so I was like, that's already a bad sign. And then, I mean, those Shaft boots are sold out. Chihuahua shirts selling out. All these hoodies they make selling out, which is neat. So I guess this is just like a little sample thing. I tried to get a light. I tried to open my window, but it's still dark in here. I got a mic, guys. This is serious. I'm holding it like a roach. Smoke it a little bit, but yeah, I got my plant. I was gone for a little bit, so I was a little droopy. Sorry about that. Maybe there'll be a different plant here. Who knows? I'm definitely probably not gonna wear this. I just figured I'd wear it. If you made it this far without being like, God, why is he wearing that? He's so thinks he's so you think he's so sick with it. He's wearing this Balenciaga. What is he? Dude, I'm wearing a t-shirt. I'm wearing a t-shirt and basketball shorts. This is real fashion. This is functionality. If I got attacked by I don't even know forces of evil, I could run any direction and I could hop over a fence and I'd be gone. And you'd be there in your Rick Owens skinny jeans, falling, looking the fool, succumbing to the forces of evil. Okay, well, anyways, so that's the show. Probably gonna try and do this every week. See what happens. See what happens. I feel like people are hurting for long term content when they're like in the bathroom or cooking or at school with their headphones on and they're really far back in their class of 50 because our public school system is really bad. Anyways, thanks for watching. I think there was more news that happened, but I mean, it's literally every day, so I'll try and cover it. If you think I missed something interesting, maybe I could put it in the next one. I don't know. I'm a servant to the people, and I'm just trying to talk more. So yeah, whatever, dude.